Bienvenidos al Let's Play de The Witcher 3 Welcome. Esta vez continuamos la misión principal, las vidas de novigrado con Geralt de Rivia. Ya sabéis, deberíamos colocar trampas para ratas por el almacén. Eso es bastante divertido, ya que el almacén lo teníamos justo enfrente de donde venimos. Uy, un teatro, actuemos. Así que vamos hacia ahí de nuevo. Creo que era por aquí, no me acuerdo muy bien. Sí, creo que venimos por aquí. Conclusión, vayamos al almacén. Sí, efectivamente, era por aquí. Era por aquí.
I'll cover half the space, you take the other half. Look for evidence of rat activity.
Thing is, I know what evidence of manticore activity looks like, but rodents?
Geralt, we'd both rather be somewhere else. I'd rather be sitting in a royal council meeting, but they killed my king. Look for crevices, and draw things.
Once we place this incense, what then?
I'll cast a spell and the rats will leave.
Can't do that without sprinkling incense? Don't really feel up to looking for rat shit.
Stop whining.
Y la otra está aquí. Conclusión, vamos a guardar la partida. No sé lo que va a pasar. Con lo que va a hacer
I plugged every hole in there.
All right. Get ready for some magic fireworks.
Muy
Once
bien,
I
pues
activate the incense, we'll have a moment to
maravilloso.
talk. Well, now we wait for them to scurry away.
Interesting method. Never had much luck with rats. Once I hit one with a fork in complete darkness, trying to show off my witcher's senses. Masterful throw, really. Problem was, no one else saw it. How could they in the dark?
So, what do you think? Rat catcher? It's a long way to fall from being advisor to Temeria's king.
I'm just glad to see you safe and sound, and...
Reconciled?
I was worried about seeing you again. Doubted it could be pleasant.
We said everything there was to say 6 months ago. I don't want to go back to that.
I'm not going back to it. It's just... it's one thing to say something, it's another to actually do it.
We promised to remain friends. I hope nothing will change that. So, tell me how Yen's doing?
How do you know I found her?
You didn't answer my question. How's Yen?
She's fine.
That's good.
Asking about anything specific?
Never mind. I got my answer.
Well, well. Are lovebirds having themselves a little chat instead of working?
The job's done. Geralt, those are...
I know who they are, Triss.
My friends begged me to notify them if I encountered a mage, sorceress, what have you. Didn't have the heart to refuse.
It's a trap, Geralt.
This stank from the start.
Such a sharp sense of smell. You should have legged it while you had the chance.
I don't generally leg it. Here's what I think you should do. Pay up and march your boys out of here, while there's still time.
Don't be ridiculous. I didn't hire a sorceress in order to pay her.
Take my advice, mutant. If it's not your business, stay out of it.
Thanks for the advice, but I can't take it. All right, we've talked. Do what you gotta. Just remember, I can't help but get in your way.
Heard enough from this horse, son.
As have I. Neither is to leave here alive.
Die, whore liquor! Get it from both sides!
A ver. Me voy a alejar. No, no, ven aquí, hijo de puta. ¿Eh? Ven aquí, hijo de puta. ¿Eh? Eso por hijo de puta. Hombre.
No.
Claro que sí. Puto inútil de mierda. No te jode.
Never learn.
Venga, tú eres puto retrasado mental. No te jode.
Get it from both sides! Ah!
Anda. Por favor. Cuéntame otro. No, no, ven aquí. Sí, sí. Que maté en el puto infierno, cabrón.
That bastard hired me on the assumption he wouldn't have to pay me. Duped and trapped like a child. If not for...
O sea, aquí Geralt, el puto amo, reparte a todo el mundo.
Don't kill me. Good sir, no. They forced me. Had I not told them, they'd have set fire to my home, my warehouse. The mage hunters know no mercy. Spare me, good man. Be not like those murderers.
Shut up. I should kill you. Thing is, you'd be no good to anyone but the gulls as a corpse. So you'll live and pay us double. Now.
Fine. Your coin.
Y dame buena
Get.
experiencia, hijo
Thanks,
de puta.
Geralt.
You should try to keep better company.
He was still better than some mages. You know, I've been thinking who might know something about Ciri. And I just got an idea. There's an Oneiromancer in town, Corrine Tilly. Very capable, supposedly.
Never trusted in Dreamer's abilities myself.
Corrine's been very effective. You should at least try. She's taken a job close by. Follow the canal, away from the fish market. The house is near the first bridge. Its owner, De Jonquier, is a rich banker.
Not coming with me?
I've got some things to take care of.
Another rat-infested warehouse?
Not exactly. Nothing even remotely satisfying. Such are the times.
It was nice to see you again.
You too, Geralt. You should go now, before Corrine goes back into hiding somewhere.
What if I want to find you?
I live in the Bits, near the fish market. Stop by. It'll be nice.
All right. See you later.
Vale, perfectísimo. 200 puntos de experiencia, sí señora. Encuentra a la soñadora en la casa vieja. Bueno, pues vamos a hablar con la soñadora. De hecho, nivel necesario 7. más sencilla que la anterior. Perfecto, perfecto, perfecto. De hecho hay gente que ya ha terminado la aventura principal. Yo, esta gente no sé en qué dificultad juega. En fácil, porque madre mía. Sí, hay tantísimas cosas que puede hacer. A no ser que metan 24 horas por día. Que eso es imposible, o sea, te morirías. Pero bueno. Con lo cual, sea como fuere, vas a ser. ¿Y cómo se entra?
Just passing by, wanderer? Or do you seek something specific?
Who's asking?
Rudolf de Jonkier. Of those de Jonkiers, yes. My ancestors laid the foundations of this city. I now own its largest bank.
Didn't need a recommendation. Name would have been enough.
Father always said, all ought to know your merits, son. Don't hide them under a bushel.
I'm looking for Corrine Tilly.
Oh, you've come to the right place, then. Corrine is inside. Been there for a few days, dreaming the home's history.
I'd like to go inside, look around.
I don't usually let strangers rummage around my home. Twin swords, though. You're a witcher. You may enter, call that my whim. The second sword, is it in case the first one...
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please.
Cobardes, no, por favor.
Wake up, it's just a dream. Wake up.
The doll. The attic.
All right, time to check the attic.
Stop. Go away. Don't do that. Leave
De
it.
paso, te saqueo todo, hija mía. Te saqueo todo, todo.
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please. Stop. Go away. Don't do that. Leave it.
Efectivamente.
Way to the next room's blocked.
Y ya está. Cero problemas, o sea... Cero problemas. Registro todo y oye, me saco unas cuantas cosas para vender y tal. No, esto no. Vale, perfecto. Se guarda, porque puede pasar cosas bastante extrañas, ¿verdad? Pues eso. Examina el dibujo. ¿Y dónde está el dibujo? En inventario, supongo, ¿no? Vamos a ver, ¿dónde está el dibujito? El dibujito maravilloso. Aquí. Papel en el que se ha dibujado una cuna. Parece hecha por un niño. Maravilloso.
There was a cradle on the second floor. Wonder what had happened if I laid a doll in it.
¿En la cuna? ¿Sabéis lo que va a pasar, verdad? Correcto. Como haya otro malogrado, me cago ya en la putísima madre, porque es un enemigo muy pesado.
That's blood. Don't spill it. Please.
Another masterpiece. An oven and a blackened grate. Oh joy. A riddle. Guess I should find an oven.
Examina el horno. ¿Y dónde está el horno? Vale. Estaba arriba el horno. Vale. Yo te lo juro. ¿Dónde está el horno? ¿Abajo? ¿En la trampilla? En la trampilla no se podía, ¿no? Voy a guardar porque estoy cogiendo un cubo de cosas y no quiero repetir ese proceso una y otra vez. Pero claro. A mí no me jodas. Esto es... Ah, vale. Va a pasar algo. Supongo, digo yo, ¿no? Yo con que no aparezca un malogrado, que son muy pesados, o sea, muy pesados. Te cuesta en derrotarlos.
Did I scare you? Scared you, didn't I? I can tell you was scared. Big brave man scared of wee little Sarah. Ain't that funny?
I wouldn't do that anymore if I were you, Sarah. You might scare someone so bad they'll hurt you.
Why would someone hurt me? Having a spot of fun's not allowed anymore.
What are you playing?
That lady fell asleep, and I've sent her some horrible dreams. I'll not her awake neither. I can do that, you know. Funny, isn't it?
Very funny. Thing is, I gotta talk to the dreamer, so I'd like you to let her wake up.
Little Sarah doesn't want her to wake. Little Sarah wants to play.
La pequeña Sarah es una hija de puta.
You're lucky. I know you're a harmless godling, but others might not know, and then...
And how'd you know I'm a godling, eh? How's that, eh? Eh?
If it looks like one and acts like one, trust me, you're a godling. You give the dreamer nightmares and won't let her wake up. Why are you tormenting her?
I'm not tormenting anyone. Scary dreams are great. What I love is when this big hen chases me. Hen's got these red...
Why do you live in a haunted house?
Tell you a secret. The house ain't haunted. Not one bit. I just pretend it is. Make everyone think that. It was sitting there all empty, so I moved in. Bigwig from the bank then came and bought it. I don't like bankers, especially not to live with, so I decided to give him a scare.
Gave the banker a really big scare. See, he paid a lot for this house and won't give it up easily, which is why you need to find another home.
I don't want to! I don't! I won't!
Sarah, Novigrad's no place for a godling. But if you want to live here, that's your business. So let's make a deal.
A deal? What kind?
Leave the dreamer alone. In exchange, I'll tell the banker the house is haunted. For good, no way to lift the curse.
You tell him that? What if he doesn't believe you?
I'm a witcher. He'll believe me.
Yes? Yes? Yes! Do that, and I promise not to bother your friend. Not even a little. You're awfully nice, you know.
I don't hear that often. Thanks.
Now go wake that sleepyhead. I won't stop her. She'll get up.
Espero que no me traiciones, ¿eh?
Good day.
Ay, pequeña criaña. Hombre, hay que ser simpático, obviamente. Vale. Yo creo que no nos traicionará, pero... yo estoy preparado a todo.
Who are you?
Triss Merigold sent me to see you.
Gods. Horrible nightmares. I was supposed to dream the history of this house. Instead, I saw furniture. Hungry furniture that wished to devour me. I know it must sound foolish, but in the dream, well, it was all too real. And not at all amusing.
The work of a godling. She made people believe the house was haunted. Also injected your dreams with her little jokes.
And you managed to wake me. I feel fortunate.
We Witchers have our ways.
I thank you very much. The dreams, they were awful. Any way I can pay you back?
There is, actually. I'm looking for a young woman who was seen in Novigrad.
I can certainly try to help. But I'll need to clear my head first. After those deranged dreams, I feel it's full of cobwebs. Find me at the Golden Sturgeon. I rent a room there.
Tiene una habitación.
All right. See you there.
Qué tonto que soy. En el Estudiante de Oro también se puede viajar a las Islas Skills. Por si a alguien le interesa. Ya está lloviendo.
I saw Miss Corinne leave, but she refused to speak to me. Is the matter resolved? Or quite the opposite?
A bit of both. A demon had captured Corinne. I managed to free her, but the house is still haunted.
Did Corinne dream of the building's past?
Yeah. Pretty horrid, apparently, though she refused to talk about it. Nobody should inhabit the place.
So many crowns I paid! Oh, well. It shan't put me in the poorhouse.
Supongo que nos haremos amigos de la criaña, ¿no? Ojalá, y nos ayude. Podría ser útil, ¿eh? Fuera de bromas y tonterías varias, ¿no? Dios santo. Hay paquetones por todos los sitios. Aquí a la gente le sobra un poco el dinero.
Fall upon your knees before the eternal fire!
Venga, vamos. La misión secundaria aquí, fíjate.
Oh!
A witcher? Oh, hear about the notice by chance?
Not quite, but what's it about? I hear right you're going on some voyage, need a companion.
Not just some voyage. Cross the sea. Mark this. When I got pressed into the infantry in 1242, I promised my beloved Letta I'd return alive, whole, and with a pearl from Skellige. Not just any pearl either. A black one. The rarest and most precious.
Well, well, ambitious.
Perhaps. But they were empty words. I came from the war, that one and the next, but I never fulfilled my promise. High time to change that. For if not now, then when? Thing is, I've grown old in the meantime, as you see. Can't manage it alone, need a strong shoulder to lean on. Witcher's shoulders as strong as they come. So, what do you say?
Plan's crazier than it is sane, but there's an irresistible charm to it. Offer me some pay and I'll help you out.
Don't you fret about coin. I brought home a good deal of it from various fronts. Say we meet in Skellige, by the collapsed bridge near Arenbjorn. It's but a hop away from the bed where black pearls are born. Will that work for you?
Sounds fine. See you there.
Nueva misión, una perla negra. Perfecto. Ese es el hombre que nos lleva, como veis.
To be back again.
Okay, mister.
Uy, esa lijita de ropa. Fuimos un rato.
A dream in here.
Never witnessed a seance like this before, let alone participated.
I will guide you. You must first achieve a kind of mental accord. I must ask some questions. You must answer them. It's important you're truthful. Answer from your heart.
Let's begin.
To start with, tell me a memory you have of this woman.
What for?
Do as I ask, please. I need the strongest, most complete memory you have of...
Ciri. The woman's name is Ciri. Ciri was orphaned during the Second War with Nilfgaard. I had no idea what to do with a young girl. So I did what I would have done with a boy and took her to Kaer Morhen. Figured some physical training, sword work, development of her stamina couldn't hurt. I remember her standing on a crumbling wall. A stone came loose, she lost her footing. Caught her at the last possible instant. Strongest memory, though, is of her coming out of her room one day, wearing a dress and claiming she was indisposed. Knew then that Ciri was maturing. It was unavoidable. I was lost in the face of that.
I see. Do you wish to tell me anything more?
Yes, I think so.
In that case, I'm listening.
I accepted a job once. Did it. Asked to choose my reward, I invoked the law of surprise. Never thought I'd actually meet the child promised to me at that time. Years later, I was in the Broccolon forest. Happened on a girl there. Didn't know who she was. The Dryads wanted to keep her, turn her into one of their own. But the Waters of Oblivion, they failed in her case. Ciri came out of Broccolon with me. I sent her back to her grandmother then. But already, I felt bound to her.
By destiny.
By something more.
Thank you. Would you be willing to share another memory?
Yes.
No need to run.
Venga.
It was after her time training at Kaer Morhen. After the moment when Yennefer first called Ciri her daughter. We'd been separated. I knew she was in danger. I dreamt of her multiple times. I found her at Stygga Castle. She'd gone there to free Yen and gotten herself captured in the process. They wanted to hurt her. I remember fighting side by side with Ciri on stairs slippery from blood. It was the first time she ever deflected a crossbow bolt with her sword. Told her never to try it again.
These memories, they're intense. Do you wish to continue?
I have more to say.
Then please do.
Solo paso.
It was in Rivia. The Second War with Nilfgaard had just ended. There was still tension in the air. For gods know what reason, race riots erupted in the town. I tried to do something, but couldn't stop a riled crowd. A boy with a pitchfork. He ran it right through my gut. Yennefer lay dying as well. Ciri had us carried onto a boat. We sailed to a place where apple trees bloom eternal. She left us there. That was the last time I saw her.
You claim the woman has abilities. Tell me about them.
She's a child of the Elder Blood.
A descendant of bloody Volker. The rebel burned at the stake. The prophecies claim the world's destroyer will be born of the Firebrand's cursed blood.
Pure legend.
Know when a legend transforms into prophecy? When it gains believers. I think you're right to be reticent in talking about the woman. I see. Do you wish to say more?
They call Ciri the Lady of Space and Time. Once I asked Yennefer why. She travels between worlds. Turns out I don't know how to talk about it. Didn't really understand much of what Yen told me. I just know there's more to it than traveling to different places, and that Ciri carries immense power in her blood.
I see. Do you wish to...
No. Can we start?
Naturally. I knew you cared about her.
Es maravilloso.
But you
Eso
told
sin querer, ¿eh? Le voy a
the
dar al sí,
emotions you
pero...
so carefully conceal.
Let's continue, please.
Make yourself comfortable and try to relax. You must take my hand and talk of Ciri. Tell me where you think she might be. Who could be at her side?
If Ciri couldn't find me, I'm sure she would have looked for another friend.
Who do you mean?
Yennefer wasn't in Novigrad. Triss was. But Ciri never found her. Maybe Dandelion? They liked each other a lot. Dreamt of a swallow at first. After that, just nightmares.
At times the dreams can multiply. Show the past as well as the future.
The swallow. It symbolizes Ciri. She contacted Dandelion. I didn't know he was in town.
The poet. Heard about him. Someone left him the rosemary and thyme in their will.
Thanks for your help.
Good luck, Witcher. I hope you find your Ciri.
Venga, perfecto. ¿No podemos follar?
Yes. Yes.
Flores rotas. Vea, Romero y Tornillo. Bueno, chicos, esa misión principal ya es de un nivel superior a la nuestra. Y de hecho, casi en el nivel 6. ¡Ah! Nivel necesario 11. Bueno, chicos, lo vamos a ir dejando por aquí seguramente porque ahora mismo casi estamos en el nivel 6. Madre mía. Bien, vamos a salir de la taberna.
Black ones, Redanians.
Me gustaría ir a la misión principal. Pero, dicho esto, seguramente en el siguiente capítulo iremos a por Deambulando en la Oscuridad. Sigue a Keita. Bien, dicho todo esto, vamos a viajar. Y lo vamos a dejar en el pueblo más cercano. Con lo cual vamos al mapa del mundo y fijaos, nuevas misiones que siempre molan. Por cierto, aquí hay un herbolista que vende cosas bastante interesantes y me gustaría ir a verlo. Pero no está, porque fue y dije, coño, ¿por qué no está? Y estoy averiguando por internet a ver si alguien sabe cómo conseguirlo, porque hay vídeos que aparece pero no te dicen cómo está ahí. Igual, no sé, si necesita una misión secundaria. Bien. Y de hecho, al lado me dieron esta misión que creo que no tiene nada que ver, pero bueno. Si nos vamos a fracaso, ¿lo veis? Pues eso.
Pam-param, pam-pam-param, pam-param.
Venga, perfecto. Bueno, pues lo vamos a ir dejando por aquí en cuanto... A ver, misiones. Casa encantada. Bueno, chicos, pues en el siguiente capítulo seguramente haremos esa misión secundaria.
Why? Don't even make presences in the front to the eternal fire.
Looking
Oh, fuck, come right in.